we're waiting on the rock to crack. John has been working on the area past the first switchback. So he's been widening this. This is what it used to look like. I can show you a flyby, and now we have it a bit wider. He's gonna widen it and flatten it out a bit, so we have a drivable area.
Here we are, guys. I unfortunately had to take... Hey, what in the world? Do you mind? What's he doing? What is that? A couple of berries just popped on my head. All right. So there's a big elm tree here in the way. That switchback number 2 goes up that way. Look at the work I did with Ricky. I got a rock right here, which I'm probably going to use Dexpan on. I'm not going to mess with that. But this is looking really nice now. That's the first switchback right there. So, first switchback, we got a couple, well, I've been taking material from up here. It's mostly clay material, and it's looking good. It's getting nice and wide. I'm trying to flatten everything out. So, I don't have a dozer or a nice track machine of some kind, but I'm doing what I can with the tractor. But I do have the 2 stumps there. I'm going to try to hook up my 16-to-1 and give them a yank. So that's coming. But this I did all yesterday, and it's nice and wide. It's probably 11 or 12 feet wide now. So, all right, but then I pushed over this poplar with Ricky. That's good. And then unfortunately there's a locust tree I had to take out. There's that one, and there's this one, the elm. Now all these were like on the edge, so they just needed to go. You got to be heartless with these things if you're building a road, I guess. I hate taking down trees, but hate it. But anyway, this elm now is in the driveway, and let's cut it up. pretty small, but it'll make good firewood. I think it's an elm. I remember the leaves. I like that. I'm gonna do that more. Grab it with the backhoe, lift it off the ground, because man, I feel like I burn out my chains pretty quick sometimes because it hits the dirt and it like just makes them dull like that. Can't snap with this. Okay, grapple bucket can grab this. This will just go off to the side, let me get by. The nectar of the gods. Okay. Meg made a shortcut over here. She bypasses the whole first switchback. She made a trail through the woods.
But it's pretty steep. It makes me tired.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Meg, I got your chainsaw. Ready to go, sharp, oil, the whole deal.
My path is blocked.
Well, the grapple will just grab that. Hey, at least I cleaned up after myself. Look at all that nice firewood right there. That's all fresh. That was a tree yesterday. Make a pile right here.
Okay.
I have the chainsaw behind me here. I'm gonna get stuck. right, so here's the deal. This is our kind of why we're doing this. I know we have a whole house to build and we have the driveway to finish, right? Why are we cleaning up the woods? This is all the stuff that we pushed out of the way while we were creating this road. So instead of us finishing the road, getting it nice and smooth and then adding rock to it and everything, getting going on the house, and then maybe once in a while cleaning up the side of the road, we figured we'd spend a few hours and try to remove all the wood so that we're not taking the tractor, going into the dirt and the muck, grabbing the stuff out and ruining everything that we spread all over the road. We're trying to keep it as neat as possible. Meg?
Yeah.
Does that work?
Yeah.
That's our thinking.
Plus, we don't want to, this is like, we want to extend this. We don't want to be building up the road on wood, because that's going to deteriorate and ruin our road. So we need to build this up compact.
Yeah, we don't want to be burying logs and then have a soft spot or something like that in the road. We just want a nice clean slate. And then there's a lot here. We're going to get most of it, but we've designated an area for kind of like our area that we're putting all old sticks and stuff that maybe we could grab for them to do a campfire. I don't know. It's just, I don't really have a use for any of this stuff. So we're just creating a little dump area of logs and sticks and branches and roots. Wanted to clean up this section. So this is it looks like someone demolished something at some point and just pushed it over the side here into this creek. And there's old just concrete. Looks like an old foundation, like a slab of some kind. There's cinder block in here, which I don't think are usable. They look pretty brittle. But this is like an endless supply of just a really good sized material that we could load up in the loader, bring it up to that second switchback, and then fill in before we put dirt over top of everything. So we're cleaning up, and we're also kind of grabbing material that we need too. Kind of like this one's man's trash, right? Another man's treasure. This is, I think, great material just to put underground.
Sure.
And use it instead of throwing it in the landfill. I've wanted to clean this up for a while, and yeah. I also must say I've never taken the backhoe on the RK24 and had like a long reach, but I'm pretty impressed with how far down it goes. So
yeah, you've never really had to dig a deep hole.
no, I mean that's down there. That's pretty far, and I'm up above here. This is kind of cool. I'm enjoying myself a little bit. So I'm gonna get a few more, and then we'll take a loader full and come back for another one and bring some material up there. So
that's a good idea.
Yeah, I mean I think it's pretty productive. Concrete, bricks.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Here we go.
Wow. I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
I'm gonna go back and forth a few times. I mean, we probably need at least like 10 or 15 trips there, right?
Yeah.
All right, hello shed, good morning. All right, I woke up Ricky early this morning, and here, that's the driveway. That's where our rock is stopped. There's a little trail here that Meg had me cut out for the garden, because the garden was right down here. I might set up a lean-to shed down here in the flat spot. Maybe move the garden up top, because it's more sunny. And this whole area right here might be my equipment area for the tractor, for all the attachments. Have a lot of room for it. So I got Ricky over here, and let me show you what's going on. I got the forks on him and the backhoe, and here's what's happening right now. So since we haven't touched this since we bought the property, and it's just like, it's a pile of junk. But being that we are doing all of that concrete stuff and moving it to fill in around the switchback, around the second switchback, I figured it'd be a good opportunity to knock these walls down. This one just looks too heavy. Look at this thing. So this was a spring, and if I were to guess, it came out somewhere in that vicinity. I don't know how it worked. I mean, there's two walls here and a wall here, and there's a dam there. So someone put some work into this. But since then, it must have dried up on them, because after a while, it moved to there. Since I bought this property, there has been water coming out of this little section. Look, I'll disturb it so you can see the flow. There. See that? It'll do that all day long. Nice and cold. It really looks nice and clean too once everything settles out, all the silt I just disturbed. But it went from this area to the left, and now it's coming out there, and it pretty much feeds this creek here. See, the creek along the driveway is right there, and it goes and keeps going that way all the way, and that's where the blocks are over there that I'm removing. But this is a spring. The dogs like it. Right, Maddie? You gonna get it? Drink? Take a drink? No? Okay. But this stuff just makes its way down that way and feeds into the creek. So this is a great alternative water source for us. Not strong enough to do anything like produce any hydroelectric, but it's something. You know, I always thought it was cool. There's a lot of block and concrete that I'm gonna take and haul up the mountain and put it in that switchback to reinforce it. That's probably the best use for it that I could come up with. So I'll use it and clean it up in the process. That'll go in the metal barn. That's gonna be interesting. All right, Carmen, let's clean this up, huh? We can just fire pit this stuff. nice scar now. Whoops. Yeah, okay. All right, so yesterday we spent the day doing all this. Oh, and you can kind of tell from this angle why. That's our switchback there. All right, it goes up and around that way. And I really want the road to come out toward me here. So I'm trying to build this up with some fill material. And yeah, we were really excited when we found all that junk foundation, concrete, garbage buried. Usually you'd be upset, but I was like, you know, we could use this stuff. This is great. Instead of trying to go around looking for boulders and stuff like that. Stuff what's easy to grab and all in one spot. I want it to swing out all the way to here, and I'll feel great. That'd be great switchback. And then the only other work we got to do on this switchback is that tree with the pink ribbon there, that oak tree. That's got to come down. We're going to try to just snatch block it out of there, leave about 5 feet for leverage instead of cutting it short to the ground. Right, Maddie? Come on, honey, we got to go back. Did all those trips yesterday, and Maddie followed me on most of them. And yesterday, sitting around at the campfire, and Maddie was dozing off, sitting upright. She was so exhausted. She had a good day yesterday. But it looks like a repeat today. We're gonna get some more trips in. All right, so I've always wondered what that pile is. And I think I got a glimpse. There's another one right there. I got a glimpse while I was working on the other side. See, the spring was right there. Right behind it, there's this little lump and this little lump. It's very unnatural. And I've always wondered. And I think I saw something. Yeah. Yeah, this is not natural. Look, that's more concrete. And this is an ugly pimple in our land here. Here's the spring, which I still need to clean up. I'm gonna get the backhoe and just rake it and try to collect all the trash, get rid of the trash, burn the wood. And it's still, you know, I wonder, I don't know if you guys know, but let me just throw it out there because I don't know. And I'd like to. Let me get in here. Okay. So as I explained, there is the fresh water coming out of the ground. Now, what I'm thinking, this pile is either more of that garbage I've been collecting, all the concrete and the stone and the foundation stuff. They had a pile there, then that was getting too big, so they made another one over there. So I'm gonna poke around and see what's in there. And but it seems like it's also forced that this water is going this way. The creek, the natural creek, goes right along there. You could see it. And right about there, they meet up. And this stuff just, I guess it's forced to just go that way. Now, my question is, if I restricted this, because it's coming out right there under the root, okay? If I restricted this and had like a little wall, like right where this tree was, had a small wall there, maybe like 2 feet high or so, would it fill up? I mean, I don't know if what I'm asking makes sense. What, like, can I get a little pond here? Like a little koi pond or something like that? Thought it'd be cool looking. I don't know. It would just be neat to have a little place for water. But it can fill up, and I'm thinking then just fall over and go to the creek. So it's not like I'm interrupting anything. So I'm sure this provides water for the watershed. I mean, but I'm just thinking collect some of it and then let it overflow and then let it continue down. I don't know. If anyone has any spring making material or spring experience, let me know. I'd like to know. So goodness gracious. take a look. Still good material. Use the sandstone. Whoop. That's it. This is all good fill. Look at that. Man, the quality of Budweiser cans. Look at the pop top. That's cool. All right, what do we got here? I discovered some junk. Looks like we got some sandstone here. We got some more here. I was expecting this to be concrete. It's not though. And this is all just wonderful sandstone. I wonder if this is good for the garden. Okay, yeah. So that's what I think happened. They dug this out, dug, and then they made piles right here, just on the other side. They probably dug from this side, maybe, like with the big excavator. And then they moved over there, dug some more out, and then they let the water flow that way to meet up with the creek. I think they tried to do what like how I said I want to build a wall there. I think they were trying to prevent like a pond from forming. They want the water coming out fresh all the time. I don't know. Here's what I did. So you can't tell on camera, I'm sure, but this road is not level. It's like that right now. So this is the section where it comes up from the old shed. It's going to come up this way, but the problem is there's a tree there and 2 trees there that we want to keep. So we're going to make the driveway come more this way and then up. Okay, so all this needs to be cut. Kind of like a triangle, thick on this side and then tapered out to this side. So we're going to widen it and we're going to change the path just a little bit to the left here. And to do that, I cut a trench just with the backhoe real quick. So I'm going to do most of this cutting with the loader. But you can't really, when you put the loader down, it goes with whatever the tractor is. Like if the tractor is on uneven terrain, then the loader is going to cut uneven terrain. So I cut a trench here, thinking that if I could get the tractor level, then I'd be able to cut this in a straight line with the bucket. So let's see if that theory's right. Before, I felt like I was sitting like this. Now I feel very comfortable. I feel level. All right, now, this is gonna create a lot of soil, as it is already. I gotta get this stuff out of my way. So instead of just, putting it down and flattening it out, what I'm gonna do is use it up on the switchback. So we're gonna take this load by load and go use it as that fill around the second switchback. So, which is just up the hill right here, so not too far away. That's working well. See what I got there? See, I'm in the trench. tractor's in there, and we'll have, like, this will be grass, and then it'll just stop and like go that way, and it'll turn back into grass again after the driveway. But we need that sort of little dip there. I'll have There you go. Keep it there. Yeah. Did you read that comment about someone said that we should not be using our farm tractor for construction work? We should instead get a D7 dozer. Ricky, how does that make you feel? Oh, Ricky, it's okay. Oh boy. Ricky, should I get a D7 and sell you? Oh man. No, you don't need a heavy construction work. I don't even know how much those things cost, but one that's like 40 years old was almost $80,000. One that's got 3,000 hours on it, I saw for $250,000. No, I don't need that. See guys, you can do this, and I'm proving that you can. You can take a small compact tractor just like this and make a road. And I'll tell you what, years down the road, when this thing has gravel on it and it's nicely termed and shaped and everything else, you wouldn't know if a $250,000 machine did that or if a $20,000 machine did that. And Ricky has every capability. I just made all those cuts. And I could call all my friends and say a D7 did that. And tell
the story about the fish you caught.
The fish I caught? Yeah, my point exactly. See, just like bass boats, you don't need a $60,000 bass boat to catch a good fish. I once took my girls, they were really little, and they had one of those small fishing poles that you get at Walmart for like 10 bucks, one of those princess fishing poles. I caught like a 6-pound bass with that pole. It was one of the biggest bass I've ever caught in my life, and it was on a fishing pole that was like 2.5 feet long, and we were fishing from the shore at a golf course in our backyard. In a pond. So I didn't need a $60,000 bass boat to do that, and I didn't need a big motor on the back of it to get me to a great spot to catch a good bass. I just wet a line and pow, got the catch of my life.
And you didn't need an expensive pole.
No, I didn't need an expensive pole. It's just, you know, believe it or not, people, you used to be able to make roads with just, you know, tracking over it with your ox and other, you know, livestock. And
it might take longer.
Sure, it'll take longer, but you know what?
There's always an easier way.
Of course. I mean, there's also a D9 dozer, and there's a D10 dozer too. And you don't need that stuff. And I really encourage you not to. I mean, get something you can afford and pay for and use it. And you know, it's not there to be decoration. It's there to use, and it's there to abuse and break. And I mean, just know the capabilities, take your time, do it right, and be proud of what you've done. Right, Meg?
Right.
Is that good? Anyway, I just wanted to address that comment. No, I'm not getting a D7. I'm not renting a D7. I'm not hiring out someone to do my driveway. We're doing it ourselves, and we're proud of it, and it's hard work. And that's what we're doing this for. You live once. Build your own damn road. Oh, we're going to go warm up the tractor. It's going to be a great day in the 60s before all this rain coming. We got rain coming this weekend, so I want to get this driveway done. I'm going to go start up Ricky, and oh, look what we got here. Can you guys, can you guess what's coming? I'm going to follow through and do that trommel. Yep, stay tuned for that. We're building the trommel, people. So we are not going to be doing a video Christmas week.
In case you need your walnuts and wineberries fix, over Thanksgiving, we did a live stream with my sister and brother-in-law, also known as Maker Pipe, and we did like an hour-and-a-half interview. So if you want to head on over to Maker Pipe's channel, we'll link to it in the show notes. You can watch that. It was fun.
It was fun. It was kind of fun being live. So I'd like to do that again.
Yeah, we would have let you know that we were going to be doing that, but it wasn't planned. We just kind of showed up for Thanksgiving, and they're like, you want to do a live stream? So we did. Because
they do it usually on Wednesday nights, and we arrived there the day before Thanksgiving. They're like, we're going to do our live stream. You guys want to join us? We're like, oh, yeah, sure. And so it was like... Next time we'll let you know ahead of time. Yeah, T-minus 60 minutes, and yeah, we'll let you know next time. And that'd be cool for the two communities to combine. Because they have a good following on their channel, and it's a bunch of DIYers.
They're a lot like us. They're cool.
Yeah, they're cool. They're cool people.
So we'll see you in the new year. Okay.
Meg, I am going to go cut the road, and I'm going to try not to break anything.
Don't break anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go.
Are you ready to go in the woods, Maddie?
Good, John.
Thanks. I'd say it's ready for some flat rocks. Yeah, it's pretty solid. I might just... Did
you do any further? Or...
That's it. Okay. So that's the edge of our fill pile. And I'll just, I'll toss some dirt on top of that. And then I want to put some plants along the bank here just to keep it in place.
Yeah, that would be good.
So it doesn't wash down.
Yeah.
Along the edge and create pockets.
I want to get rid of this tree. It's bugging
Which
me.
one?
The big one right there.
Oh, okay. Why don't you cut it down?
It is down. The one on
Oh, the big one. I thought you meant the one next to the beech tree. Not the beech tree. Beech tree is really nice. All right. That's what our switchback looks like now. It's about 12 feet wide now. Switchback's probably more than that. Probably 15 or so, 16. But there's Meg in our second switchback. Good job. Oh, shit. God, Meg's gonna be pissed. Oh, man. Broke the tripod. I didn't mean it, Meg. She gets so mad when I break stuff. I mean, it's actually fixable. I can fix that. I can fix that. Hey. Watch her face. Meg, can you come a little closer? I have to tell you something.
What's up? I'm trying.
Wow, no wonder Maddie couldn't get through.
Oh boy.
Come on, Meg. I thought you had your mountain legs.
Not through this.
Oh, those are your work pants. Meg.
What? You broke the tripod? Stop breaking things.
I told you she'd be mad. No, Meg, it actually... I had it safely away from everything, but
Obviously not.
the tree moved and then it crushed it a little. But hey, it's not actually broken. If you could see, we could fit something through there and fix it. I'm really sorry.
Okay.
All you need is like a piece of wire through there, like a nice 14 gauge wire.
Oh, there goes the leg. Tripod's broken. As we've been working on the driveway, we have, there goes the leg again. This isn't gonna